All right.
All right, Thursday. Quick recap. Thursday, Broofy, what are your thoughts on the fact that Tua might, well, probably isn't, but let's be real, should consider retirement again?
It's hard to say, right? Because should consider again. Well, he already considered it, right? And he's seen doctors, independent doctors, and Dolphins doctors and whatnot. And I think his family knows what's right for him, and he knows what's right for him. So it's his decision to make, right? But I will say that if I was a family member of his, and if I was him, I would heavily suggest it, heavily consider it, right?
Yeah.
The
I feel
guy,
like this is. Sorry,
the game is his life. You know, it's so hard for him to really think about it like that. You know, if he's cleared to play, he's always gonna play. Is what I'm trying to say.
What I find interesting with what you said is that he went to dolphin doctors. Do dolphins get concussed a lot, or?
No, not that. I mean, it's just NFL protocol for a concussion. For a concussion.
That was a bad one. I'm sorry.
That was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, he's talking about SeaWorld, bro. Dolphins, not the team.
Anthony. Come on, Anthony. To answer your question, not that I know. Not that I know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, this is probably the wrong analogy, but this is kind of the way I see it. He's made it in life. He's made his money. The way I see it is he's placed his bet and he could cash out right now for 90% of his earnings. But is he going to cash out, or is he going to continue to let the bet ride?
Financially and health-wise, it makes all the sense in the world. But he just wants to keep playing. Like,
it's the love for the sport. You know, if he wasn't in love with the sport, he would have retired for sure.
Right, and that's where the analogy plays in. Is winning the bet more valuable than 90% of the winnings?
I mean, not really. He just, he knows he has teammates depending on him, and he expressed it multiple times how he has a sense of responsibility after the contract. I
don't give a fuck about your teammates, bro. Your life is quite literally.
I'm not saying that I agree with him or not. I'm just saying this is a perspective of a professional athlete. He's there for his teammates, and he's there for the franchise that just gave him that life-altering contract, and that's how he feels.
That's fair.
It's a hard spot to be in. He loves the game, and again, if he's cleared to play, he's gonna keep playing.
Totally fair.
He should learn how to slide in practice.
Yeah, and he really should.
This is what I don't understand, because ever since the Bengals concussion, he's been playing super safe. Like, there's a reason. There's a reason why he played all the games last season.
It was such a weird, like, why on this play are you gonna do that? Like, it's so weird. Yeah.
I like JJ Watt was talking about this. Like, when you're scrambling in the middle of the field and you're running from the backfield, it's not as easy to see where you are for the first down.
I get that, but it's one of those things that all 22 on the field should be aware of. Even if it's a tough situation where you have to scramble away and whatnot, that's something that you should be aware of, in my opinion. And again, still, we have quarterbacks often will dive forward as well, but still do it in a way that protects their body. I just felt like the way he went,
he was irresponsible.
Yeah, the way he went for the extra. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he knows that too. Again, like I said, he's been playing super safe, so that was very uncharacteristic.
Mm-hmm.
For what we've been seeing as of late, but
yeah, it also didn't make sense with, like, I get you're down and you want to make the comeback, but you're down quite a bit and you haven't really been doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was stuff.
Yeah,
not really much to recap in this game. James Cook looked really good. The Bills.
I will say a few things about this game. First off, we cannot. I mean, Skyler's probably gonna play against Seattle. But if he plays against Tennessee, this franchise is very unserious. Yeah, it has to be Tyler Huntley, bro. I will not stand Skylar Thompson twice in a row. What I will say is
Skylar Thompson is 2-1 against Oklahoma.
Hey, if you say it, I believe it. Devon Achane is elite, and despite the scoreboard and despite Tua's concussion and whatnot, the Dolphins lost it themselves, man. Like it was an ugly game.
Yeah.
3 INTs. I mean, I said in the group chat, I think, even after the second INT, I was sitting at the game and I'm telling my dad next to me, like, this game is completely winnable still. After the second INT, and then the fourth down that didn't go through,
The third interception,
and then the fucking pick six. I mean, come on,
dude. That might be the worst interception on the year.
Will Levis
Will
was pretty
Levis.
similar.
Will
It was pretty
Levis.
similar.
Will Levis is
It's
the
hard
two
to say
worst
the
turnovers
worst.
of the year.
Yeah, the
By
fumble was
far.
the worst. The fumble was the worst. Now, if we're talking interception, it's hard to say the worst because it was so similar to Will Levis. I don't know. Very, very ugly though, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will say though, regardless, McDaniel's play design is becoming figured out. Like I don't know, I would think that at the beginning of the season we would see more changes.
Mm-hmm.
I like the RB usage, but that fourth down, that drive, we're coming back. Keep pounding A-Chain, bro. Like he's running all over Buffalo, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Keep it going, man. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, also, thank you for trading the Alvin Kamara for Jalen Wright and a third-round pick.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, I wasn't really gonna do much in that league anyway, so I took that deal. But yeah, I've been Kamara. I have a league. I don't know if you guys are in the league. I have so many leagues I don't remember the names, but
Yeah, I'm a commissioner of 5 of them, dude. I get
I
it.
know. Yeah, one team I have in the same team: James Cook, Alvin Kamara, and Devon Achane. Like it was not even close. That matchup. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, no, that's not us.
I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yep.
Anyways, very, very traumatic this game for me.
My 3 words for this game,
Oh,
and
true.
you guys alluded to it already, but it's Finns got exposed. I think that's really what it is.
Cook.
The Bills came out, they were the better team, but they really did. They shed a light on all the issues and flaws with the Dolphins team. Obviously, outside of the Tua injury.
And because again, Buffalo didn't really do anything extraordinary, man. Like not at all.
Or they didn't really have to,
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like Dolphins really, really like lost themselves, and like that's the worst way you can lose.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, like unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also didn't understand all the people picking the Dolphins when they've been little brother to the Bills.
Well,
So
it's just like early last season in week 3 or 4, the Dolphins won.
In Miami, team is healthy,
Yeah, I thought it was a 50-50
but-
game, so I was okay taking the home team there, but obviously
but
shit in my face.
that week 3 game also was won off butt punt, and it was afternoon, so the home field sun actually did something. Like the home field sun doesn't do anything in a nighttime game.
Well, I'm not just talking about the Heat. I'm just in general home field advantage.
Right, but it also took a butt punt for them to get a win.
That's fair, but I still, again, even with the butt punt, that was still a 50-50 game. Still really close. Mostly defensive battle in that one. Both teams were struggling to score. I was kind of expecting something similar, but with more offense. It just didn't happen. The Bills just outclassed them. So
Yeah. Are the Bills the team to beat in the AFC? I think so.
at the
Still
moment,
Kansas, right?
at
Kansas,
okay, but after 2 weeks, who is the best team in the AFC? It's Buffalo.
It's Buffalo.
It's not particularly close either, in my opinion.
They've
Or-
looked better, and yeah, I just think so. Not much else to say. My 3 words are damn James cooked.
I already
He
said it.
did
Devon
indeed.
Achane league.
Yep. All right. Next one, the New York Jets defeat the Tennessee Titans 24-17. Mostly back and forth game, really. A lot of stale offense, a lot of struggling, but the Jets manage in a game that they should have won. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't have any
my
thoughts
3
on this
words
one.
for this. My 3 words for this game are Levis is next. He's gonna get benched next in the NFL, I believe.
You think? Yeah, Callahan was really upset with him after a fumble. God.
Also, losing faith in Callahan, to be honest. Not like I get it's young and this Will Levis, but also the team just looks unprepared on offense.
I did have a couple of Bengals fans.
It looks like there's no pattern or anything serious as far as play calling goes. You need to get Tajay Spears the ball way more. Tony Pollard's been good, but I think Tajay is really good. What's going to move the offense down the field, and they're just not getting him the ball enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of Bengals fans that I know really alarmed me on Callahan. We were having a discussion the other day. I was like, I think Callahan can do good things with Tennessee. That was before the season. And they're like, no, don't trust this guy. And I was like, we'll see. And so far, I'm not impressed at all with the play calling.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And the O-line has been better too, so it's not like there's a lot of excuses.
Yeah, Latham's been pretty bad.
He has too big for his size, right? And we knew this, or for his position. He's
yeah,
too big.
every concern about
we knew this going.
Concern about him is so far true and factual. So, I guess my 3 words are going to be SMH. I mean, look, I still think Will Levis could be a capable quarterback in this league, but after 2 weeks, he looks fucking terrible. I really don't see it, really. He has a couple good throws a game, just like Anthony Richardson does. Anthony Richardson has a couple good throws a game, but there is no consistency. There is no ability to protect the football and not turn it over. So we'll see what happens this week, which we'll get to in a few minutes. But yeah, SMH.
Yeah, and with Levis, he's on a way shorter leash than Richardson too, because this is a guy who had 2-3 years of. It wasn't like he was a raw guy,
and it's not Callahan's pick either, technically. So
true, yeah. So and he also doesn't have the legs to back it up. At least Richardson, you could say, oh, if need be, we could read option. But yeah, no, he's on a short leash, and if he doesn't week 6 or 7, he's probably toast.
Possibly. All right. Next up, the Cleveland Browns. Maybe a little bit of a surprise victory for some. 18-13 over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And so far, I am probably right about this Jags team, bro.
It's crazy. My 3 words are fire Dougie P.
I was gonna say Doug is done.
Yep. The experiment's over.
I think he looks so tired of the game, bro. Like I think he's just not in it anymore. He looks
he just doesn't seem to care.
No, he looks tired of it.
And that's the thing.
He's gonna be the next Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Who knows? But that's the thing, right? Like they have a new offensive coordinator. They have he's supposed to be calling plays now. The offense is still, all the pitfalls are the exact same thing. Like nothing has changed for this squad, and it's really disappointing because they have really talented players on both sides, but nothing is changing.
It should be better. It should definitely be better.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to culture. I used to defend Doug Peterson, not anymore. I'm done. Fire him.
Doug Peterson is coaching like he already has 1 foot out of the building.
In a way, yeah, I would agree.
But
all right, if no one else has thoughts on that, we'll move on.
Nope.
Las Vegas Raiders. This is the surprise of the week to me. Las Vegas Raiders upset the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, 26-23. Wow, just wow.
Yeah.
This was my most confident pick going into last week. Still wasn't my eliminator pick, so haha, all you this game, fuck you. But also, all the Ravens fans, all offseason, telling me how Derrick Henry was going to be the Messiah, the bringer of justice, the man to bring the Super Bowl home to Baltimore. I'm laughing in your faces. This is fucking awesome. I love that the Ravens are, and they're going to be 0-3 after.
Yeah.
There's some real hater shit.
Yeah.
Henry does not look the same. That's number 1. Number 2, it's a complete scheme mismatch. I've said that during the offseason too. The Ravens run a very spread horizontal offense, like an east-west style.
Yes.
Derrick Henry is a north-south power bell cow runner. That is completely antithetical to what they run on offense generally. So it's no surprise to me that it's not meshing well so far. And it's no surprise that once again we talked about Mike McDonald last week with that game, and it's no surprise again this secondary is struggling. These are concerns that I had and many other people had throughout the entire offseason, and we were kind of told to shut up and not worry about it. And here we are, 0-2, in fear of being 0-3 because they're facing a tough opponent next week with a really good pass rush against this sorry O-line. It's tough. It's tough. My 3 words are going to be, I don't even know. Time to panic? Time to panic? Question mark?
I was going to say Lamar is human. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Tom Brady. Lamar is not going to be the guy to carry you with a bad receiving core, with a bad O-line, with a mediocre defense. He's not going to get you to the Super Bowl. He's not going to get you anywhere. And that's fine. He's a great quarterback in the regular season. Huh?
I just say anywhere is crazy. It was funny.
I mean, he's going to get you to playoffs and probably lose in the first or second weeks.
But who knows? If they start 0-3 in the AFC North, I mean, I understand the Bengals are 0-2 still, but the Steelers could be 3-0 by next week, which would be a travesty on humanity, but it could happen. The Browns could be 2-1. Like, that's a sizable deficit early in the year. That's brutal to go 0-3 to start. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
I'm not a fan of this Ravens team. I've been seeing their downfall. But speaking of the Steelers,
my 3 words. Next game, please.
I mean, I'm sick of the Steelers. I say it every week here. I am sick of this team.
Yeah.
Yeah. My 3 words are Mo Pigs, please.
Dude, he is Josh Rosen bad right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. He's Josh Rosen bad. It's unbelievable. I can appreciate the trying to be a playmaker, trying to do crazy stuff, but it's just not it. It really isn't.
They'd be in a better spot if Zach Wilson was if Zach Wilson was their quarterback, they might have won the game.
Yeah, I'm with you. Genuinely.
And that is not something you want to say.
Right. Even with is Stidham technically their backup still, or is Zach Wilson their backup?
Zach Wilson is.
Is Stidham still on the team?
If Stidham's on the team and he's starting over Zach, I have questions.
Well, sure, I guess. But regardless, for the sake of comparison, Stidham might give him a better chance to win than Knicks right now too. It's that bad.
I think Knicks is honestly probably gonna be cut after, not cut, but this is gonna be the only year where we see Bo Nix starting.
Maybe we'll see what happens down the stretch, but
he was never supposed to go this high. I don't know what happened to send him.
Yeah,
dude. Again, cut your losses with Sean Payton. I know you spent a first-round pick on acquiring a coach, but cut your losses. He fucking sucks. He's bad. Okay, he's just bad. Anyway,
Drew Brees carried.
Yeah, it's more evident by the day.
All right.
Yeah, next up. Bailed out again is my 3 words.
Bailed out again. I was going to say light scene action in reference to the referees finding their time to shine. Not that, like we talked about earlier, it can go both ways depending on how you interpret the rules, but it just feels like every single Chiefs game that's close, there's something.
Yeah, well, it's like the that video that I sent you about luck in the NFL and how to measure luck. And again, in that video, they did the math. Last season, to their criteria, the Chiefs were the luckiest team in the NFL last season. And they have been generally lucky over the past, through this decade, It's looking like the same thing. They have escaped with 2 wins again to start the year where they did not deserve. Okay, they deserved to win the first one, but they were literally an inch from having the game tied or lost, depending on what the Ravens do with the extra point. This is right now as we speak. I'm not saying that they won't win the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that they won't be a great team down the stretch. Right now, this is not a very good team. Plain and simple. Just watch the tape. Over 2 weeks, the Chiefs have not been very good.
Looked good. I was talking about this with Tim because he inherited, I can't remember whose team. I think it was Irving's team, whatever. No, it was someone else. Anyways, he inherited a team on Dynasty Leagues, and he's like, was like starstruck because the team had Caleb Williams and Patrick. We're in week 2, and he said that his team is good because the Caleb Williams and Patrick Mahomes duo is not attractive anymore. Not like
that sucks. That is
this. Mahomes just doesn't look like himself, and I get at some point it probably gets a little hard having the same competitive edge that you did whenever you were first year starting, haven't won a Super Bowl yet, this and that. But these mistakes are so low IQ. Like, he's better than what he's doing, and it's really frustrating to watch him play down to competition.
Yeah, it's like with Brock Purdy, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but Brock Purdy last week forcing too many balls when a check down's available or something like that. And it's almost like, I don't know why, but some quarterbacks just have this chip on their shoulder and they're trying to force too many plays downfield or whatever the case may be. For some reason, Mahomes is doing that this year to start so far, and I'm sure he'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, it's the Chiefs, for God's sake.
Yeah, they'll probably figure it out week 5 whenever I go to watch them.
yeah, but they'll figure it out at some point. But right now, they are lucky to be 2-0, plain and simple. There's no less correct way or easier way to put it.
Also, another 3 words: Kelsey is washed.
Yeah, well, I predicted that, so
I'm surprised it took him on an extra year. Honestly, I thought last year it was supposed to be already.
I did too, but yeah, it was
really
gonna happen.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
not taking any Kelsey stakes.
Mm-hmm.
He had the perfect opportunity to retire, and he didn't.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, he could be saving himself for down the stretch too, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Just again, nothing much to really say about that one. It's, you know.
Did you guys pick the Colts or Packers?
I picked the Colts.
I picked the Colts.
Holy fuck.
Okay, my 3 words were I was right. Malik Willis ran a read option. He had like 50 rushing yards. They did just enough to win, and it went how I expected. So nothing surprising.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what to say with Anthony Richardson. He is a putrid thrower of the football right now. He has the one good throw that everyone's talking about that is turning a blind eye to. He is not good. Like, he is bad.
It's
like
gross. Lamar rookie season.
This is Josh Allen rookie season. Like, that's what we're talking about. This is a bad quarterback right now. And again, look at what Josh Allen is now. Like, there's no saying that this can't pan out or anything like that, but you have to face the facts of what it is right now, Colts fans. He's not good right now. You're not going to be winning football games right now with him. And that's why I picked them to go 5-12. And we're looking pretty okay so far in that regard. You can't turn it over 5 times. You just can't.
I remember in the preseason when Colts fans were ripping Riz for having the Colts in like the 24th spot in the power rankings or something. They're like, there's no way you think the Colts are the worst team in the AFC South. Well, I mean, I guess you're right. The Titans have also been stinky dog shit, but when you're looking at one pile of dog shit, are you really going to get defensive over one pile of dog shit?
Right. Yeah. Tough one. Okay. Next up, another just who cares kind of game, but hey, the Chargers dominated the Panthers 26-3. So good win for the Chargers. Looked more settled and comfortable than they did in week 1, which is a good sign. Herbert ran the ball pretty well too on his own. I saw a few plays of that, so that's nice. Bryce Young is now benched. Who knows if he'll start again for the Panthers in the NFL? We'll see what happens in that regard, but he was again just absolutely dreadful. It's crazy how much he has regressed from what he should have been at this point, from his college tape to what he is actually. It's a pure regression. It's not just staying the same. This is way worse quality of play.
I mean, honestly, I feel like he's the same talent. It's just the fact that NFL is so much harder than playing with Alabama, going up against lesser schools, lesser talent.
I just don't know. It doesn't feel like the same player to me. You know, that's kind of my point. It doesn't feel like the same player.
I'm gonna run my laps on this one. My 3 words are delivered as expected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I just feel bad for the guy though. You know, playing with the Panthers. I mean, like.
But they invested in offense.
Baker, you know.
They invested in offense for him.
I know,
but yeah.
It's just rough.
Yeah. All right. Okay, this could be an interesting one. Seahawks holding on at home against the Patriots. I guess not really holding on. They went to OT. They kicked the field goal in OT to win it, 23-20. I guess the thing with the Seahawks is like, can you please put these games away type of feel. You know, they did eventually pull away from the Broncos last week, but they let them hang around for a long time. So I want to see some offensive consistency from the Seahawks. I guess my 3 words for them are on to the next. You know, don't really think about this game, just move on type of deal.
Yeah, my 3 words are going to be Jackson Smith-Njigba. Get him the ball more, dude.
Yeah, the special player.
Ruby.
Hello?
Yeah?
3 words?
Hawks and Panthers? Oh, sorry, Hawks and Patriots?
Yes, if you have any.
I will say I'll give praise to Gino. I think Gino's playing phenomenal so far in the year.
His legs look rejuvenated.
He's just always super accurate, right? Very smart, high IQ.
Yeah.
Playing him next week. Not so worried about him. Just excited to watch Skylar Thompson, guys. But also,
unfortunately, my unhinged prediction of Sam Howell being insane this week was wrong.
That is true.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh man, Sam Howell. Oh man. Oh man.
Sam Howell was one of the names that.
Dude, how did?
Mm-hmm.
How did the fucking Commanders go from Sam Howell, like one Sam H, to another? Because Sam Hartman is their backup now.
Yeah. Fun.
Also,
funny.
how is Sam Hartman on an NFL roster? I just thought about that.
Maybe because it's if Daniels goes down, they'd be running a similar thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Maybe they watched him on QB1, same season as Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Gino's not losing that job unless injury. So, good luck with that. But
Bears at Texans. Thank you for not messing up my eliminator. There's my 3 words.
Nice. Clean it up are going to be my 3 words. I've been impressed with the Texans so far. They look like a good football team, but they need to clean it up. They've let both of their opponents so far. They've let them hang around once again. They aren't putting games away on offense. They didn't do that last year either, so I think they have similar struggles as last year, you know, struggles in the red zone or getting into the red zone just outside of it, where they have to end up taking 3 points instead of getting 7. So I think there's just things to clean up, but, you know, they still look good. I'm not trying to detract from that, but yeah. The Bears on offense look really, really rough. Shane Waldron's a really bad play caller. So hopefully the sooner he's out of there, I think the better for Caleb and company.
Is Ryan Day still there?
I'm not sure.
Because if he is too, that's kind of crazy. Not Ryan Day. Sorry, fuck. Who's the Bears GM?
Ryan Poles?
Yeah, Ryan Poles.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's still there.
He's still there, yeah.
I mean, I get he had a masterclass with the Panthers trade, but his drafts have been bad. His coach. Why is Eberflus still the coach of the Bears?
Well, we had this question all last season too. You know.
We talked about it.
I think what ends up happening a year later than we thought is like maybe Eberflus gets fired and then Ben Johnson comes in or something. You know, we'll see what happens. It could end up being a
Anything to
Kubiak
fix
or
Caleb
Slowick. You know.
Yeah.
So that might be what happens this offseason instead.
Are
Brett
you guys?
Coleman, by the way, I did study up on my Brett Coleman takes this season too.
Excellent.
Shout
He
out Brett
said
Coleman again.
Yeah, the Bears' floor is 8 wins this year.
No
See if
shot.
they hit their floor.
I mean, I had them going 8-9, and I felt a little generous with that just because of the situation. You know, their floor is absolutely like 5 wins.
He's huffing the copium. His range was 8 to 12.
Oh man, it's just brutal. It's bad. It's bad practice, Brett. Come on.
Yeah.
Fuck,
He did do good with the Panthers. He said their new floor and new ceiling are 4 and 8, and that's still probably too generous.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Moving on. Niners getting upset by the Vikings in Minnesota, 23-17. Tough loss. The same 3 words for this game, as boring as it is, but clean it up for the Niners' sake. Just clean it up. Like, you didn't play an inherently bad game. Nobody inherently played a bad game. But little things that took points away from them and that gave points to the Vikings. That blocked punt, clean it up. That block punt doesn't happen, the Vikings probably don't win the game, you know? It's tough to say that on a play that happens in the first quarter, but that was a huge swing in the momentum. They scored on that ensuing drive. Clean it up. 4th down and 1 at the goal line. Clean it up. You got to convert that. You can't run the ball once down there on that series. Clean it up. Brock Purdy, the interception, whatever, it was a big tip drill thing. 3 different Vikings players touched it. A tough decision. Overall, Purdy, just clean it up, make better decisions. With the fumble, I mean, that's easy to clean up. Don't fumble the ball like that at midfield. But just a lot of those scenarios for this team. And I think I'm not concerned at all. I think they'll be just fine. I think the injuries will be a minor setback on productivity, but they should be good. They should still be winning games. Their schedule's pretty favorable over the next few weeks.
Yeah. My 3 words here are going to be Darnold goes where. He's right now earning himself a job for next year. And right now, I think that he actually would be a great fit to go to LA with the Rams in the offseason. I think he could slide right in and take Matthew Stafford's job if Matthew Stafford decides to retire. I just don't know where his story goes, and I'm interested in where it goes, how it continues to be told.
Yeah, if he sustains this level of play, that's really impressive because it's one of those things where, just like with Geno Smith, you are you were a high pick and you never panned out, and career backup, and you play for several different teams. Geno wasn't that many, but then you just 1 year with a certain offensive mind or whatever happens, you make it work. And right now, Kevin O'Connell, that's the interesting thing with the Rams comparison, though. Kevin O'Connell was a disciple of McVay, so that could absolutely work. We'll see what happens, but he's looking really, really good, really efficient with the ball. And the talent, we all knew the talent's still there. He can still throw a beautiful football. It's about applying it and executing it consistently. He's doing that right now.
Yeah, that back shoulder seam route to I can't remember who. That was beautiful.
All right. Jacob, you
Rookie,
can start this one.
I do. I mean, I have, but it's generic and it's early, but Darnold and Aaron Jones was nice. I mean, obviously Jefferson, but Darnold was always a guy that when he came in as a backup, he had these moments. So when he played well in week 1, everyone was like, Give him 3 more weeks max, and he's gonna start falling off. But watch the tape. He made some really beautiful throws, some really nice plays this game.
Yeah.
So against the Niners defense too. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's another Baker arc coming together here. It'd be nice to
It
see.
could be.
Dude, I will
mean,
say though, on our defense's behalf, not really, because I'm gonna call him out here, but it was Fred and Bosa and a bunch of children. It really felt like that. They were the only guys making plays out there on Sunday. It was tough to watch.
hey, I mean, if Hufunga continues to look not as Hufunga level, you might be able. I don't know if I cut out there.
You did. Say it one
You
more
might be,
time.
yeah. If he keeps playing lesser than his level, you might be able to keep him cheap.
Well, he hasn't played yet this year, but I do see your point. If he's not great this year.
On the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't have 3 words for this game. There's just not much to say. I have a whole fucking phrase. You should have never fucking cut me. Because this is Derek Carr's. We're winning the Super Bowl, man.
Oh my god.
I am going to adopt a new phrase from every team that we slaughter. And because we beat the Cowboys, this is our year.
Shit.
I watched this game with my dad, and he's a Cowboys fan.
Oh
And
no.
after the 3rd drive, because we had ball first, so we had our 3rd drive, and then the Cowboys got on the field, and they had 6 points, I think. And he was like, "All right, we need a touchdown here." I was like, "I don't know, man. I think you'll be fine. Get a field goal. That'll keep you in the game, keep you within 2 scores." He was like, "Jacob, we need a touchdown here." I was like, "Okay, Dad." Little did I know he was right. We kept putting it on them. We kept scoring touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And even with their amazing edge rusher, Micah Parsons, and DeMarcus Lawrence, and Trayvon Diggs, Tyron Balco, he's out. But their team's good. It didn't matter because the Saints were better this day. And for that, I am thankful. Because it gave me the inspiration to spend $200 a ticket to go see them probably lose an Arrowhead to the Chiefs.
Fuck yeah. You should.
But
I think it's very lazy. The people trying to undermine this win, saying that it's against Dallas. It's not easy to beat a Dallas team, but it's still a good team. In Dallas, no one believes in you because you're the Saints. And you play like that.
You're gonna laugh at this stat. The Saints in this one game scored more against Dallas than every away team last year scored in Dallas.
That's unbelievable.
Jesus.
Actually. That's actually nuts.
Wow. They really
and
are
people
the
are undermining
AT&T
this win.
merchants. This undermining this win reminds me a lot of previous years where just casual fans are just unwilling to concede that a certain team is good or playing good or going to be good, whatever, all the above. Where it's just like, okay, we walked into this week being like, okay, you guys played the Panthers. Panthers really suck on everything. This is the real test. And now they're moving the goalposts. Oh, that wasn't a real test. It's the fucking Cowboys. Come on. You really thought the Cowboys were going to be good? Like, come on. It's like, yeah everyone thought
against the Eagles.
Right. And then it's going to move the goalposts again. And then if you beat the Chiefs, it's going to be, but Kelsey's washed now. You can't, of course you're going to beat the Chiefs with the Kelsey's washed. Like, isn't Mahomes playing? Yeah, stupid stuff like that.
Same thing for Falcons, right? I mean, that was a good win by the Falcons, and no one was really giving a shit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a favor to ask, though. If you guys do beat the Eagles this week, and instead of adopting a phrase, can you adopt Nick Sirianni's fucking stupid-ass nod in that one meme? Where he's nodding
about to say, can you take CJ Gardner-Johnson back?
No, in the meme where he's nodding his head like a douche on the sideline. Yeah, I want you to adopt that.
Yeah, I'll turn on my camera just for that.
Yeah, we'll see your best impression. Only if they win.
Dude, I know this is a little bit like getting ahead of myself, but the Saints could beat the Chiefs. I mean, the last time Derek played in Kansas City, he almost won. It was the Devontae Adams shove a reporter game.
Oh, big. That's a big one.
Yeah, fun stats. So
That wasn't
Derek Carr revenge.
That wasn't in Vegas.
No, that was in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a Chiefs photographer, I think.
I just could have sworn it was the other way around. But
Yeah, no, that was in Kansas City because that was the same year where Devontae Adams had the miscommunication and Derek Carr threw deep, and then it was just an incomplete pass.
I don't remember that, so you're not helping. But I believe you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drew Lock time.
Is that your 3 words for the Giants at Commanders?
Yes, and it is full bias. I personally just like Drew Lock more.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that it was Daniel Jones' fault that they lost this game. Can your punter not kick PATs? Is my question.
I swear, like, what's
are you
going on?
fucking serious?
Dude, if the Commanders can find Austin Seibert on the street. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I forgot it was a before the game injury.
No, but that I don't care. How
Me neither.
your punter can do place kicks? Like I don't let him try. He kicks the ball.
You're telling me Odell Beckham Jr. wouldn't come out of? Oh wait, never mind. He plays for the Ravens. I was gonna say come out of kick
for the Ravens.
Like those PATs are a 35-yard attempt. They're a 35-yard attempt.
IR.
How do you not have confidence in your punter to kick a 35-yard field goal? I don't understand. He absolutely can. And if he misses once, okay, fine. Maybe then you go to the 2-pointer. You didn't give him a single shot to kick those PATs.
Yeah.
That is malpractice. It's crazy how much Brian Daboll as a coach has regressed since his Coach of the Year campaign 2 years ago. But it is just so unbelievable. Some of these decisions, crazy. Anyway.
Yeah. I love this next one because I have a story to tell with this next game.
Sure. The next game is the Tampa Bay Bucks beating the Detroit Lions 20-16.
So you guys know, well, one, I was right, by the way. Just want to say that Bucks won. So you guys know the Shane Gillis bit where he's talking about how everything is scarier if it's gay. And he's talking about pirates. Oh, okay. Well, so he has this bit. He's like, everything in the past is scarier if it's gay. And he's talking about pirates. And he's like, or no, it's Vikings. Okay, well, that just completely ruined it. Damn it. The whole bit is he's like, oh my God, they're going to come into our village, raid it, rape our women, kill our children. And then they like raise the LGBT flag and you're like, fuck.
Oh, gotcha.
But I was gonna say this is the Bucks. They're like, oh, they're gonna come and rape us and kill us, and then I'm like, oh shit, they're in our division, so we have to play them twice. But
that is a riveting joke. I'm so glad you took the time.
I'm so glad I just took airtime telling that. Yeah, complete miss. Anyways, Bucks are good. That's my 3 words. I'll let y'all take over.
Yeah, Bucks are good. It's funny how I don't. Who did I say was my player to watch for this one? Regardless,
Chris Godwin.
Regardless, I did say that the deciding factor for me in picking the Lions was the depletion of the secondary from Tampa, and it ended up not mattering at all. So that's nice to know for Tampa. So I guess in hindsight, I would have still picked them because I liked. Go ahead.
This isn't 3 words, but another theme for the Lions is Hendon's cheaper hooker.
Say it one more time.
Hendon is the cheaper hooker.
All right.
Because you're paying Goff all this money to stink it up when you could be paying Hendon to be the cheaper hooker.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's, again, still 2 weeks in. We do laugh about time to panic for some teams, but they did win on week 1, so they're not as bad as other teams.
Yeah,
but he hasn't looked good. He has not looked good.
That win is a little invalidating.
Why?
Because, I mean, look at the team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rams are going to be.
This isn't a Saints situation. They didn't go out and kill both teams. They barely skated by a team that got killed by the car.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Next up, speaking of both of these teams, the Rams getting blown out by the Cardinals in Arizona, 41-10. MVP Kyler? Question mark.
Yeah.
It's If you had to give it now, yeah, Kyler, 100%. And I'm glad to see I was always high on him. You know, his frame always held him back a little, but he's so
Yeah.
talented, man. He's so
Kyler,
skilled.
whenever he's
so
talking to
skilled.
Bryce Young, he needs to acknowledge that he's the. Fuck, I cut out.
Yes, you did.
Kyler is the real 5'10.
He's unbelievable. He's like actually unbelievable. Marvin Harrison also, right? Comeback game. A lot of people were shitting on him.
Mm-hmm. Elijah Higgins comeback game.
True.
Really happy with that one. I hope he gets more.
Yeah.
But very, very nice answer by him post game. They asked him like, if about his stat line or something like that. His 2 TDs. I was like, to be honest with you, I was actually kind of upset that Kyler's only jobs came from me or something, or his only incompletions came from me or something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, because Kyler had like an 87% completion percentage.
Yeah, but his incompletions all came from Marvin Harrison. That's what he focused on.
I've got a better
that's
3
fair.
words.
I also like that he didn't bring up the "it's not my job" thing. That got blown out.
Yeah, just leave it in the past. Forget about it. I do have a new 3 words though. I didn't like my 2 words.
Okay.
Guts on fire.
Yep, they are. Did you take the bus?
I took the bus. I didn't take the bus. Actually, I stayed here.
I'll tell you what.
Again,
I know a player who did take the bus. That was Kirk Cousins inside the 2-minute warning.
Kirko
Chains.
Yeah, the Falcons
Nick
come
Sirianni.
back.
I'm a fan of Kirk, man.
On prime time.
I'm a fan of Kirk.
They said he couldn't do it, but he did it.
He did it.
3rd time's the charm, right? The past 2 years with the Vikings, they played the Eagles week 2, primetime game. I'm pretty sure both of them actually, primetime. Lose them both. And now this time in a Falcons uniform, he gets it done. Props to them. Props to the Falcons, I guess. Shame on the Eagles for the prevent defense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Saquon switched sides trying to win a game in Philly, and he still can't get it.
Yeah. Tough one.
But, yeah, no, shout out to Saquon for dropping that ball. He knew I needed Kirk Cousins to get the fantasy league. Also, fuck the Eagles, because this was my second most confident pick. So my 3 most confident picks all because I had Ravens, Eagles, Niners as my 3 most confident.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah. And that's crazy because I went 11-5 this week, so I had a good pick 'em. But
I had 6 wins this week. So fucking pathetic.
yeah, everyone had a bad picks except for me, and I got like no points off of it because I fucking picked the Eagles, Niners, and Ravens. But yeah, I mean, Kirko Chains proved me wrong. I was really worried about it. Like I was pushing the panic button week 1. Maybe the Steelers are actually good. I fucking hope not.
Well, the defense is good. We knew that.
Yeah. But, like, what if they're actually good when Russ gets back? Like, that's scary. What if Justin Fields is good? That's terrifying.
Dude, I will... Oh, man. What kind of dare do I give myself here? That I won't regret. I don't know what I'm going to do if Fields is the quarterback all season. If he is good all season. I don't know.
I won't be able to stomach it, I don't think. It'll be so insufferable.
And look, Fields hasn't been good, but at the very least, he's taking care of the football, and he's made us a couple nice throws. So I will give him credit. He's not losing his team the game.
Yeah.
I guess my 3 words, though, for this Monday night one is hurts kind of bad.
Yeah. Do we want to rapid fire on the pick'ems?
Yeah, I was just gonna do my scores and then my 2 players to watch for each game.
Cool.
So first up, Jets hosting the Patriots. I have a 24-17 victory for the Jets. My 2 players to watch, Ramondre Stevenson. I think the Patriots can run the ball really well tomorrow night, and he's been running the ball well also. And then Will McDonald. Jermaine Johnson is out for the year, unfortunately, so I'm excited to see what he can do off the edge.
Yeah, Will McDonald should have got more playtime last year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson out for the year, right?
Yep.
That's what he just said.
Yeah, I mean that was just a bit shocking, really.
It sucks.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah. Also, steal of the draft out of I can't remember. I think it was Florida. He fell like the day of the draft for being arrested or some shit.
Yeah. He was projected like to go as early as 10, but then the Jets traded back into the first round late and got him. So unfortunate that he's gotten injured. He's been pretty good so far in the NFL. So it's a tough loss, but we'll see what Will McDonald can do.
Yep.
You guys have score predictions or players to watch?
Bro, if you go first, I'm pulling mine up.
I'll say 30-17 to the Jets. I think they have a bounce back game on offense. And I'll say Brees Hall in that same note, and also Garrett Wilson. Just have like those 2 guys be more consistent in more drives, not here and there kind of thing, because I know A-Rod is going to show up. So,
yeah, Garrett Wilson is overrated. I'm finally ready to admit it, but I'm going to go ahead and also take the Jets in a comfortable win. I got him winning 20-20. And then player to watch is going to be Braylon Allen.
Ooh, okay. All right, next up, this is now Sunday morning. That was a Thursday night game, the Jets Patriots tomorrow. Sunday morning, September 22nd, 2024, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. We got the Chargers at the Steelers. One of these teams is going to be 3-0, and it doesn't feel right. But let's talk about it.
So I, out of spite, am putting this as my most confident game because I fucking hate the Steelers that much. Give me the Chargers to win this game. Probably in a squeaker, but they are going to win this game because Justin Herbert is the better quarterback here, and Quentin Johnston seems to have found him.
All right. Very cool.
Player to watch is Lad McConkey.
No, it's J.K. Dobbins again. Dog.
Who cares? As long as the Chargers win.
Dog. No, I can't see the Steelers win again. I'm actually losing.
I think everyone will collectively lose their minds if the Steelers win again in the most boring fashion. If they can actually win and be exciting, okay, I'm okay. But if they win in the most boring fashion again, I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I'm in agreement with Barufi here. I am picking J.K. Dobbins for my player to watch on the Chargers side, and then for the Steelers side, maybe a boring pick, but Justin Fields, for the reasons I just stated a few minutes ago.
Yeah. My player to watch on the Steelers side, probably George Pickens. Player to watch on the Chargers side is because Joe Alt has just been entertaining as an O-lineman.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Alt is also not necessarily against the Giants here, or anything like that. But I keep pounding the table with the importance of O-line. I say it over and over to you guys. O-line is the most important position in football. If you have an elite player in the O-line, I don't care that the O-line is 5 players. If you have an elite player that you can take there, you take it because it is such a difference maker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're bashing the Giants? The same team that's taken a tackle top 10 in the last 3 years?
No, not the Giants. Not
Twice?
necessarily the Giants. But, for instance, the Bengals when they drafted Jamar. If I was a GM, I would have taken Penei Sewell back then. Kind of what I'm saying.
Nah, I don't hate the Jamar pick. They still had a first-round tackle. I hadn't got play time.
No, not complaining about the Jamar pick at all. I love Jamar Chase. But that's all I'm saying.
It's just your philosophy.
Yeah, it's just my philosophy. I prefer
That's fair.
All right. Next up on this chart here on playoffpredictors.com, we have the Monday night game to go over. So sorry it's a little out of order, but that's just how they have it set up.
Give me the Bills, and I'm going to do the exact opposite of what Riz said. There's going to be a snot pass in Buffalo.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Not just an ass beating. There's a snot pound.
That bad?
Yeah.
Did they put up 40?
Yes.
Ooh.
Dude, the
Pretty bold.
Jags let the Dolphins put up, what was it, 24, 25?
It was 20.
20. Okay, the Bills are twice as good as the Dolphins. They proved that. They're 3 times as good as the Dolphins.
So they're
You
going to
don't
put
have
up
to make me
60
feel so
points.
bad.
Yeah.
You don't have to make me feel so bad.
The Bills are going to have their own 70 points with a washed head coach on the other side.
Man, it's just not going to happen, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Now, I would be shocked if the Bills lost this.
I'm going to be pimping it out when it happens now because
All
you
right.
said that.
Good. I hope you do. I would be pretty shocked if the Bills lost this, especially on the break. It's a mini bye categorized because they played Thursday Night Football, and this is now Monday night. My players to watch, though, Trevor Lawrence for the Jacksonville side. If they're going to win the game, it's got to go through him. And then I'm really interested to see Greg Rousseau again. He's been really good so far.
Yeah. His career alongside Ed Oliver, they both started off slow and took a few years to develop, but the Bills really took their time and made sure that they got what they needed in order to become better.
Yeah. And my score prediction, in case I didn't mention it, was 28-23 Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm picking Titans if Jordan Love is out. Want to put that out there. If he's not, then I'm giving the Packers the ball, and it's not going to be close. I think if Jordan Love is playing, they probably blow out the Titans. And if he's not, then they lose.
But wasn't Love supposed to be out for like 4 weeks or something?
Dude, Love was full-time practicing yesterday or today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nuts, to be honest.
We'll see what happens. This is my prediction, assuming Malik Willis is the starter here. I just have no faith that Will Levis will be able to protect the ball. And the Packers defense is looking pretty stout, honestly. So we'll see what happens, but my score prediction is 18-17 Green Bay, so I'm not saying that the Titans aren't going to win the game or anything like that, but I do believe that it's going to go through Josh Jacobs if the Packers do win, again with Jordan Love out. And then with the Titans, it's going to come down to Will Levis's play, like I said.
Yeah, if Jordan Love is out, then my player to watch for the Packers is Reed, because Jaden Reed is going to be the key to getting big plays. And then my player to watch for the Titans, regardless, is Tajay Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to watch him on the bench?
Fuck, dude.
You want Callahan to
Tony
use him.
Pollard starting, dude.
You want Callahan to use him, but it's not gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, are we all good there?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we got the Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings, which looks to be a pretty exciting game.
Look out for Danielle Hunter to go crazy.
He could go. There are a couple revenge games here. I do have the Texans winning 26-23, so probably the one I'm most 50-50 on this week. I think both teams are certainly capable of winning this game. My players to watch are Stephon Diggs in his revenge game, and Stephon Gilmore on the other side, because he's been pretty damn good so far, and we'll see how that matchup is, if they match up at all.
Yeah. With Stephon Diggs, he's going to get at least 15 targets. Because every huddle, he's going to say, "This is my ball. This is my ball." So watch out for him to set the single game receiving.
In any other situation, I'm picking Nico Collins to be my player to watch, but because it is the revenge game against the Vikings, I will pick Diggs.
Yeah,
but Nico Collins is unreal player.
I think it would mean more if Mike Zimmer was the coach. Do the Texans play the Cowboys?
I think they do, actually. Later in
if
the
they
year.
do, that's going to be a lit game. But yeah, I got Texans winning. This is my 7th confident points pick, so middle of the road.
Okay. Are we all good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, the Chicago Bears visiting the Indianapolis Colts. I have the Bears winning 24-14. I think they could get a little bit more going on the ground in this one, especially with DeForest Buckner out for the Colts. And I am certainly more confident in Caleb Williams' ability to command an offense right now than Anthony Richardson's. So 24-14 is my score prediction. My players to watch are DeAndre Swift for the Bears and Anthony Richardson for the Colts.
Yeah,
I really want to take the Colts, but after last week, it's rough. I expected more, especially from Zaire Franklin. And I don't trust his Bears O-line, but no DeForest Buckner. I think Caleb is probably gonna get going a little bit. Don't think he's gonna go crazy, especially after the first 2 weeks. But I'll say Caleb, my player to watch for this game. He's way more talented than what he's shown so far. So I'll take the Bears. A little closer than you, though. I'll say 20-17.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I actually traveled back in time, and I've already seen this game play out.
Oh.
You traveled back in time to see a future game.
Hold on. You went back in time to see a game in the future.
No, I'm currently traveling back in time.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So I've already seen this game play out. And what's going to happen is Anthony Richardson masterclass just to fall short next week. But he's going to look damn good in this game. So that way fans and stat watchers have something to back up. So
Fuck.
give me the Colts winning 27-24.
Now that you said that, you're making me really scared about the whole Bills thing.
What about the Bills thing?
Because he said that they're going to put up 60 points. If he's
Oh, wow.
time traveling,
I forgot about that.
he knows. And that's why he's so confident in it. This is scary, man.
Wait, do the Dolphins win?
Well,
We
we'll
haven't got
find
there
out. Well, Jacob,
I'm just excited.
who's winning on
excited now.
Sunday? The Bucks or the Broncos?
Give me the Bucks in my formerly most confident pick.
My cats would pick the Bucks here. Come on.
Yeah, dude. If Zach Wilson is starting, then the Bucks only win by 14, but he's not. So give me the Bucks by 20.
Okay. He said 14 only because that's my difference here, I think. Because I've got the Bucks winning 27-13.
Yeah. What's the spread in this game? Because it needs to be minus 12.
It might be like 8 or something.
What do you say if Zach Wilson plays?
He's not going to play.
If Zach Wilson, he's not going to.
Okay.
Unless Bo Pix gets injured.
Bo Pigs?
Or pulls a Peterman.
Yeah, 4 picks in 1 half. I can see it.
My players to watch, just like last week. And guess what? One of the things that I did get right, actually not even, because Williams only had like 11 carries for 17 yards. But Javonte Williams, player to watch. He did well in fantasy, though. He did well in fantasy, so we're gonna take it. And then for the Bucs side, it's Chris Godwin. He looks unreal right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucky Irving for the Bucks. I think anyone on that Bucks offense pick and probably be right. And then
He's saying that
the Broncos,
as the time traveler, he's saying that every Bucs skill position player is going to score,
yes,
including OJ Howard, who's not even on the Bucs anymore.
Yes, it was a Texan last I recalled.
Raider, I thought.
Oh well, he sucks. So
Not anymore, but
yeah, the Broncos player to watch is Patrick Surtain. Can he get a pick 6? Because that's the only touchdown this offense will get.
Actually.
Don't know why I said offense. This team will get.
That's all right. We
period,
got you.
right? Period.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Are you guys more tired of the Steelers or the Broncos? For me, it's really close.
Steelers.
Because the Steelers are winning.
Yeah.
That's the only difference, really.
Okay, I'll change it. Are you guys more tired of the Chiefs or the Steelers?
Steelers.
Yeah, okay, so we're just all in agreement.
Earned their arrogance. The Steelers didn't.
Yeah.
So we're just in agreement that fuck the Steelers.
Fuck
the only team I hate more than the Steelers is the Ravens.
Oh wow.
All the AFC
Not the
North.
Chiefs.
Actually, the Browns are also on my shit list for.
He only likes the Bengals there. He only likes the Bengals.
And it's only
Those are
because
on my shit list too because they always start off shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole AFC North, fuck them. Speaking of AFC North, I have to pick the Browns because they're playing dog shit, and when you put dog shit in dog shit,
you put dog shit in the dog
shit
pound.
Wins. Yeah.
Yeah. He is referencing the Cleveland Browns playing host to the New York Giants this week, where the Browns are going to win 20-10. I don't know if he said that, but I'm saying it right now. I'm from the future too. I'm from the future too. All right, so you listen up.
That is the final score. Drew Lock comes in and kicks a field goal to bring it within 7.
He kicks a field goal. All right, I love it. Love it. My players to watch.
He doesn't do it with a holder. He does the thing where he drops it and then right off the ground.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. My players to watch, Dexter Lawrence for the Giants side, and frankly, it could be any of the pass rushers there. Seeing how much they can disrupt Deshaun Watson's garbage-ass fucking football IQ. And then Denzel Ward for the Browns side. I'm interested to see if he matches up at all against Neighbors, and he's also a really good corner.
This is going to be the Deontay Banks game.
Oh, yeah? Is he going to win it for him?
Yeah, this is the Deontay Banks game.
Are you from the future
too? Darren Waller game.
You know what? I'm picking the Giants on this one, bro.
Oh, shit.
There's no shot.
The Cleveland Browns are going to shit the bed, bro.
Dude, I honestly hope you're right, but I've seen the future and you're not.
Okay, listen. You've looked into the wrong one. Hence why, and I'll get to this, and I'll say this later. But yes, Deontay Banks, I don't want to say some crazy shit. I mean, I like the guy. I almost said for a second 2 pick sixes, you know.
Dude, with Deshaun Watson, anything is possible.
But maybe not both for the Deontay Banks, but I think Deontay Banks has at least one. He's a stud.
Yeah.
And,
you know who's not getting a pick 6 for the Giants? Xavier McKinney.
True. Yeah, he's on the Packers now.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Pick
dog
6 for the Packers.
Dog. He's a dog.
True. Damn, you picked all home teams?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like, fuck, bro.
No. I swear.
Yeah, no, the Seahawks are my eliminator pick. I'm that confident. Skylar Thompson.
Uh-oh. The boy, we lost him. We're losing him.
Skylar Thompson is not an NFL quarterback.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's a little harsh.
Guys, the one time the Dolphins had a legit chance of winning the playoffs in my lifetime, in my lifetime of watching,
was your quarterback.
Skylar Thompson in Buffalo. We almost won that game, bro. With Skylar Thompson in Buffalo. Don't ask me how.
Wait. We have Rufy on recording saying the Dolphins did not have a chance of winning in Kansas City.
I mean, no, okay, all right. Listen, maybe not previous to the game, but the game that they came the closest to. How about that? After the fact, and that game was indeed in Buffalo with Skylar Thompson.
No, that's not what you said before.
Yeah, I said
I'm gonna scrub this.
I used the wrong word.
I'm gonna scrub this part from the record.
Funny, haha, very funny, very funny. But he's not. He's rough, bro. I don't know how. I've been seeing this for a while now. I've seen it in training camp. You know, it's not pretty, bro.
Would he be the starter in the dog pound?
No.
Okay.
No, he would not. Listen, he's not the fastest quarterback, and you're like, okay, so surely he has a great pocket presence, right?
No, he runs a lot.
If his first read is not there, he's running out, bro. He's gonna run out.
Jaden Daniels, are you there? Is that you?
Jaden Daniels' first read is to run.
Yeah, Skylar's rough. If the Seahawks lose this game, it's shameful for them. Really, maybe Anthony Weaver puts up a masterclass. I can't really complain about him so far this season. So
yeah, Seahawks are also home, so Dolphins have like a 13-hour flight.
Maybe the 13-hour flight, Skylar can look at some film. How about that?
Bro's gonna meditate.
No, he's gonna Jamarcus Russell it.
Yeah.
All right,
Coach, I watch film. Yeah, let's get through this one. So Seahawks win. Raiders.
Well, hold on a second.
Players to win.
Yeah.
Devon Achane.
I'm doing my players to watch.
Elite Devon
Achane.
Yeah. My score prediction: Seahawks 23, Dolphins 13. Ooh. Players to watch: Devon Achane for the Dolphins side, and then Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks side. He's returning this week, or supposed to. See what happens.
Quick question to you guys.
Yeah.
since I'm on my Devon Etienne high, okay.
No,
Where do you guys rank him?
I don't
In the
know. I
position?
can't give you that off the top of my head.
Yeah, he's probably like top 13.
All right, top 13 is crazy.
Top 28.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
I don't.
Yeah.
I just can't answer the question right now.
Players to watch in the Raiders Panthers game. Red Rifle and Mustache Man.
Players to watch.
Not quite.
Player to watch this game will be me taking a nap. Let me tell you something, bro.
Wait, is this a 3:00 game?
Yes.
Kill me.
They're in Vegas.
I don't care.
At this time, during that game, I'll be driving my grandma to the airport, and then I'll be very happy to do so because
I'll be watching the Cowboys beat the Ravens.
Oh my God, we're there already. No,
I'll be happy to report what happens in that game to you guys. I believe the Raiders win this game. I think it could be a little bit more competitive with Dalton at quarterback. 21-17 is my score prediction. Andy Dalton's my player to watch for the Panthers, and then Max Crosby is my player to watch for the Raiders.
Bro, this game is such a stinker. You watch Red Zone and you're never gonna see a.
never gonna.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Never. You might see a scoop and score by Max Crosby, whatever the hell, but nah, that's it.
Okay, this next game, I have no idea how it's a go.
This is a hardest game to pick, I think.
This being a no. I'm confident that the Cowboys are winning this game. I have no idea how it's a go house guarantee.
All right.
Oh, nobody's picking the Ravens.
No, the go house guarantee is the Ravens are winning.
Oh wow!
Yeah, everyone on the Goat House.
I didn't watch the video. That's actually nuts.
Yeah.
I will say, me myself, I am picking the Ravens. I don't think they lose 3 in a row, but that is crazy. And that's not a guarantee whatsoever. It's
hearing the home points allowed by the Cowboys stat on top of the Ravens O line being dog shit, I gotta pick the Cowboys.
Well, what do you think about the fact that Lamar Jackson's only ever lost one game against an NFC opponent?
I do not care.
Okay, fair enough.
I've seen the future.
True, yeah. My players to watch for this one, I've got a really close game. I expect it to be, at the very least, on the scoreline side of things. The Cowboys are going to win, though, 27-24. Players to watch, Cowboys side, it's going to be Micah Parsons against the Ravens O-line. And Derrick Henry, is he really washed? We're going to be asking that every week. Maybe.
Okay, we say that, but Derrick Henry actually did good. Like,
he was fine.
He popped off on fantasy, had like 18 points.
Well, I mean, you score, that's already a big chunk. So he was fine. He was fine. He wasn't bad. We were being exaggerative, obviously, but he could still be washed.
Players to watch are going to be Tyler Guyton and the versus Justin Matabuke. And then players to watch for the Ravens is going to be Kyle Hamilton. Can he turn the ball over?
He's not being used right now. That's the problem.
Yeah, because they got rid of Mike McDonald. Well, didn't get rid of, but they underestimated how big of a loss that.
Well, maybe not the team itself, even though it's showing, but yeah, the fans for sure. Yeah, okay. Up next, the Atlanta Falcons playing host to the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, I just have a feeling with this one. I know I said I wasn't going to do gut picks this week, but I have a feeling about this one. I think the Falcons defensively have played really good football the past 2 weeks, and I think that can continue, especially when the Chiefs have looked mediocre at best on offense. So I do have the upset here. I don't know how big of an upset it is per Vegas, but the Falcons, I think, are going to win this game 21-20. Still a very close score. Could be a total toss-up, but my players to watch are Chris Jones for the Chiefs. I think he's going to dictate how this game goes, at least offensively for Atlanta. And then Bijan Robinson. Look for him to continue to improve off of last week's campaign.
I'll say 24-20 Kansas. I think schematically, Kansas will be too much for Atlanta. They're still trying to fit some things together, I think. And I think it's completely reasonable what you're saying about Atlanta, and I do like them. Even coming in the offseason, I was high on them, but I don't think Kansas is gonna play like a stinker, like they did last week. I'll say 24-20.
I do have the Chiefs winning this game in a close one, but I do think the Falcons have a pretty clear path to victory, and that's controlling the. This isn't what they're gonna do. I would Tyler Algier in this game because you want to have control time against the Chiefs, time and time again, control time and 2 high safeties. What do the Falcons have? They have Tyler Algier, who can get 4 yards on almost every carry. He's not going to be a home run hitter, but he will get you the 4. Mm-hmm. And then they have the best 2 high safety in the league.
Yep.
I'm picking the team that has proven themselves and done it. The Falcons have every ability to go out there and do it, and this is an important game, and showing me that they are serious to win.
And listen, this hopefully is a good game, regardless. I think it should be close.
It will be. I think so.
It's Sunday night football.
If the Falcons want to pour it on the Chiefs, I'm cool with that too.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is our second Monday night game this week. For some reason, they skipped the past 2 weeks from double Monday night, but we have one this week, which is interesting. It is the Cincinnati Bengals at home against the Washington Commanders. I have them winning 24-16. Players to watch for me: Brian Robinson in the run game for Washington. He's been really good this year, and thank God, because I was singing his praises all off season. Then Jamar Chase again for the Bengals. At some point, he's got to get going, but I really don't know, with the Bengals offensively. They feel like they lack identity, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Maybe a Callahan issue? Question mark?
Perhaps.
Who's their OC now?
I'll take the Bengals here.
Yeah, I got the Bengals.
Well, wasn't Zach Taylor still calling plays? Dan Pitcher?
Oh, true.
Or did I say Zach Wilson, Zach Taylor?
No, you said Zach Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Bengals. Player to watch, T. Higgins. Washington player to watch, Terry McLaurin.
Is T. Higgins slated to come back for this game?
He's questionable, but likely.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Saints, obviously. I'm not going to pick against my team. Feeling pretty good about this, actually. Honestly, we've been turning the ball over on everybody, and Jalen Hurts has been willingly turning it over. So,
yep. For that same exact reason, I am picking the Saints. I do still think it's a 1-score game. I don't know if the Saints will be able to put it away like they have been the past couple weeks. But the matchup, I just like that matchup a lot for them, especially with the Eagles secondary, which is very hot and cold right now, in my opinion. So I do have the Saints winning 28-20. My players to watch are Jalen Hurts for the Eagles side, and I wanted to get a little bit more fun for the Saints, so I didn't pick a Kamara or a Carr. I went with Demario Davis. I think he's going to be crucial in maintaining the run or stopping the run against Philly, and possibly maintaining Jalen Hurts on the ground, who has not been effective on the ground, by the way, to start the year.
No, he hasn't. He ran a lot last week, but he wasn't insanely productive out of it. Yeah. And the Saints linebacker duo is actually, so I could see them putting heavy hits on Hurts and having him slow. Roofy?
Yeah. Any thoughts?
Sorry, I was reading something.
No worries.
Listen, Jacob already said everything he had to say. They're going there. They're going there. I've never been such a believer, Jacob.
Dude, they should have never fucking cut Derek Carr.
I've never been so high on them. Alvin Kamara was for some reason so low on fantasy, and obviously this has no relevance to this. But I mean, he's been fucking insane. He's always had league RB1 upside, and he's playing like, RB1.
He literally is the top fantasy scorer right now.
I mean,
only in the second place player, Baker Mayfield, baby.
Now listen, if the Saints do come out and destroy the Eagles, we're gonna start having some uncomfortable conversations.
About what they'll look like in a close game.
I mean, I wasn't going that route, but that sure is an interesting conversation.
It's not uncomfortable for me. I totally pick up what you're putting down here. It's not uncomfortable for me. I said it in the Discord yesterday,
This
all
is the
day
power
yesterday.
ranking #1 team.
No. I agree. I say that again, but like this happening again, you know, like
No,
you know,
like I said, I get what you're saying.
yeah, like a
Put some
repeat of week
respect
2.
on the Saints.
Now here's what happens, right? Here's what happens, right? What if the Eagles come out and beat the Saints, Jacob?
I cry.
Okay.
It depends on how, but
Yeah, as long as it's a close game, I'll be happy because that's still a good look through 3 weeks.
absolutely.
How about Chris Olave? Thoughts on him?
He looked really good last week.
Is he wide receiver 1 over Shaheed?
Yeah,
Yes.
he is.
Shahid's gonna get the deep looks, a lot of them.
It was pretty clear that Shaheed was schemed open a lot in week 1, and that's where a lot of his production came from. And then they could just lean on the run game, and that's why Olave didn't get targets. But Olave was clearly the one in week 2.
Yeah. All right. We have 2 games left. My Niners, at home not at home, almost home. It's Levi's South, in Los Angeles against the Rams. Rams are super beat up. Niners are kind of beat up too. They're not going to have Deebo Samuel this week. They're not going to have McCaffrey again, which is why my player to watch for them is Brock Purdy. He's got to show up and show out.
Up, right?
Show up and show up. Yeah, get everyone to shut up. And then for the Rams is going to be Kyron Williams. Obviously, they're really depleted on offense as well, so I think establishing the run for them will be important if they want to win this game. But I've got Niners winning 27-17. I think it should be fairly comfortable return to form.
Jacob or me?
Yeah, I got Niners winning.
Okay. Well, I do have Niners winning, but I have a question to you, Jacob, or not you, Jacob, Anthony.
Yeah.
How panicky are you if the Rams win this game?
I'm definitely more worried than I am right now. It really does depend on how they lose. You know what I mean?
Let's say they lose 30-20. Let's not think about the intricacies of the game.
I'm a little concerned. A little concerned? Yeah. Okay. One, the defense giving up that many points to a depleted offense without Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
And then number 2, our offense not being able to keep up against the worst defense in the NFL. So that would be really concerning. If it's one of those things, like if we lose but it's 17-16 and the defense played really well, blah blah blah, but the offense struggled, I'm less concerned. If it's the other way around where we lose but it's 35-34, I'm again less concerned. It's the defense problem, but the offense was fine, type of thing. But yeah, I'm not expecting a loss. Regardless, I think clearly San Francisco's the better team. They're both are dealing with injuries, but I think San Francisco's are certainly more manageable.
Rams are looking rough right now.
Yeah, yep. And then
I actually think this is going to be a lot bigger of a margin of victory than what you have.
It could be. What you got?
Jordan Whittington is going to be the only bright spot on the Rams this week. So I got Niners winning 33-13.
I would love that. I'll tell you what. I would really love that.
Dude, Lions being 1-2. Oh, I'm in on it. I'm in.
Another one that I'm feeling. I think the Cardinals offense looks really fantastic right now. And the Lions defense pretty suspect outside of Aiden Hutchinson, which is my player to watch for them. He can wreck the game on his own, I think. So we'll see what happens there. But man, Kyler Murray looks like the best quarterback in football right now. So he's my player to watch for the Cardinals. I've got a shootout, 30-28, but Cardinals just edging it out at home.
Yeah, I think the better quarterback is going to win. I was going to say better coach, but not really. Just the better coach right now. The one who is playing to his team's strengths right now instead of weaknesses. So give me the Cardinals also winning a squeaker.
Cool.
Man, you have Cardinals as well?
Yeah.
Man.
Do we have a Coast2Coast?
Are we picking a sweep?
I no. No, I'm going the Lions. So far, if I had a gun to my head, okay, if I had to say the Cardinals are a contender or a pretender, I would say a pretender.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs or be making noise in any way like that. But right now, they're playing really good football.
Okay, so we're just analyzing strictly this game. No, they absolutely can't win this game. I'm super I'm not, impressed is not the word, but I super hyped up for Kyler. How about that? James Conner and Marvin Harrison. They have some dogs. Still a little bit concerned with the defense, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
the Lions are just so complete. And I think though, Dan Campbell, man, he makes some questionable calls, right? Oh my god,
dude, what is Dan Campbell gonna look like without Ben Johnson?
Well, the offense has already taken a marked step down so far this year. They could return to form here against the Cardinals defense, but
I'll say the Lions, but honestly, if they lose, same example with the Niners and Rams, if they lose this in that same scenario, I think it's a little bit concerning.
Lions are fraudulent.
So far, yeah, it looks like it.
So far, yeah.
All right, that was fantastic. Good pick'ems, boys.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
I'm not missing a single game this week. 16 for 16.
Well, I wish that could be the case, but you're just wrong because I'm going 16 of 16.
Oh, it's definitely not. No one's going for 16.
Wait, what are you guys at right now? Because I'm 20 and 11. Or sorry, 20 and 12.
I think I have 16 wins. It's been brutal.
16 at wins. Yeah, I probably went 8 for 8 on both. Let me check.
The upsets that I've picked have been wrong, and then the ones that I liked the matchup for but didn't feel it in my gut, which is why I said I didn't want to do gut picks this week because the gut picks have not worked out for me so far. But we have a couple here.
See, all my upsets have been right, and then all my actual picks have been wrong, which is why my confidence points have been off.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
But
I think this one will be a better week for me. I feel a lot better about some of these picks.